Hi, Caleb here from Tosa Tool. Today I want to talk about the TT1224C-AL modular tooling plate. So I'll go through an unboxing of it and then I'll talk about it a little bit. So it'll come in a heavy-duty wooden box like this, and I'll take out these screws and take this cover off. So there are a couple things in here. First thing is the installation instruction sheet. The first thing it says is always be careful when lifting these plates, they are very heavy. So I weighed this one and it was 18 pounds. So it's a lot lighter than the 80-pound steel plates because this one's aluminum. However, you should still be careful when lifting it and moving it around. It's always easier with someone to help. Next thing is a Tosa Tool bumper sticker. So you can put this on your car or on your machine or wherever else. And next we have the bag of hardware. So first we have two precision ground 4140 pre-hardened step pins. These lightly press fit into the bottom of the plate in the 3/8 holes, and they sit in the 5/8 keyways on the table of your mill. And these make sure that your plate is as straight and square as the table is on your mill. And if you have different keyways than the 5/8, tell us and we can customize these pins for your mill. Next we have two socket head cap screws. So these mount through the plate and into the included T-nuts inside the keyways. And finally, we have two precision pins for locating your vise on the table, but I'll talk about these a little later. And finally, we have the actual plate. So when you get it, it should be encased in a plastic wrap or a heavy-duty plastic bag like what's here to protect it from the elements. So I'll take this wrapping off and then I'll talk more about the plate. So I took it out of the box and took the wrapping off. Now let's look at the actual plate. So it's 1 inch thick. It's made from 6061 T6 aluminum. That's what AL is for at the end of the part number. The overall size is 24 inches wide in the X and 12 inches deep in the Y. The C in the part number TT1224C is for the third generation of this type of plate. So along with the other plates of similar size, the surface is ground to within 1/1000th. It's also hard clear anodized, so this makes the surface almost as durable as steel. So these 1/4-20 tapped holes on the edge of the plate were also added on this new version. These are for your homemade chip guards or for ones from Tosa Tool that will be released soon. The hole pattern consists of 160 of the hat-13 threaded and counterbore holes, and these are spaced 1.25 inches apart. There are also 190 of the .501 precision bored holes, and these have a tolerance of ±1/1000th. These are also spaced 1.25 inches apart, so that means there's 5/8 difference between the different holes. There are also two counterbore mounting holes for the socket head cap screws, and the two press fit 3/8 inch holes for the precision step pins that sit in the keyways on the table of your mill that I talked about before. As you can see, there's the alphanumeric lettering with letters going along the Y from A through S and numbers going along the X from 1 through 37. And this makes it so you can easily switch between the setups and lose none of the precision because of the precision locating pins with the dowel pin or the threaded locating pin. The threaded and counterbore holes allow for clamping and locating with the 2 custom vise locating pins that I said I would get back to before. So these pins are for the Tormach Machinist vise. Pins for other devices are sold separately, and there's a 1/4-20 tapped hole in the center of this for easy removal with the Tosa tool pin puller. You can also use these holes for the precision locating pins that thread right into the holes. The 1/2-inch precision board holes are used for these precision locating pins that easily slide into the holes, or standoffs that also slide right into the hole, or standoffs that thread into the threaded and counterbore holes. But I'll talk about these in another video. The Setscrew and Plug Kit for all of the holes is sold separately, but if you're in a messy environment, they really go a long way to preserving your table. So the simplistic design of this plate makes it easy to build your setups in one of today's 3D modeling softwares like SolidWorks, Inventor, Fusion 360, so you can do it virtually before physically wrenching it down. And if you want, we can send you a program that engraves your workspace outline in the plate. This allows for easy machine setup and shows your travel boundaries. So the TT1224C-AL is one of the newest plates here at Tosa Tool. It was originally designed for someone who wanted to mount his woodworking projects on his mill, so he didn't need the durability of 4140 pre-hardened steel. And it has the standard mounting pattern as the rest of the modular plates, so it will fit on a Tormach PCNC 1100 or 770 or Bridgeport style knee mills. And because it's short at 24 inches, it can even fit on the side of a VMC table or in vices on top of the table. It also fits great on a grizzly machine. Even on such a small machine, you can clamp a job down, work on it, spin it around with construction holes, clamp it back down, and keep working on it. And it's like the aluminum TT1236, just a lot shorter. So if you don't need that offset on the table for the extra space off the side of the table that the TT1236 gives you, this is really a great plate. It's around half the price of a steel plate of similar size. So in a pinch, it could be used as a wasteboard. So if you cut into it, it won't ruin your tooling. And since it's 1 inch thick, you can easily face off 10/1000ths off the entire plate or just a section of it and make it just like new. It's so light at 18 pounds, like I said before, so you can easily take it off the mill and then put it right back on when you need it again without any problem. If you're someone who likes to put up and leave up 2 vices on your machine, Dan makes a bar that bolts to the bottom of the plate and clamps right into the 2 vices. So you can call him and talk to him about customizing one for your application. John from NYC CNC had a similar idea when he developed his modular wasteboard that you can look up on his YouTube channel. It's great for cutting wood, plastic, and aluminum, but because of its surface, it can also work with steel. And if this plate doesn't fit your mill perfectly, we can customize a solution for it. And since it's aluminum, you can customize it yourself. Another thing is that all of these plates have the precision of a jig bore, so they are as precise as can be. 6 months interest-free financing is available through PayPal. A link to it's on the website. And again, this plate is around half the price of a steel plate of similar size and less than half of the weight. With this plate, you get all the benefits of a modular plate, but it's still easy to move around on your mill. And Dan was saying that there were so many times when he was working on a mill that this plate would have been a dream come true. Well, until next time, take care.